Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to show you my workflow, how to quickly create realistic 3D landscapes using View, Microdem and World Machine. These are my 3D made paintings created with this technique. Of course, the comp was done in Photoshop. So let's jump to National Map Viewer. This is a new version of it. Let's zoom our map and hit the Download by bounded box icon. Select the region we are interested in, and we are good to go to export our elevation data. Select the 1/3 arc-second, hit next, and we can hit the checkout. Type your email address, and we are good to go to download our files. So now jump to Microdem and load our dem file. It's gonna take a while. Hit the display parameter, elevation, and hit the grayscale, and OK. And this is going to be our height map. Now let's save. In Photoshop, open our file, and as you can see, it's a pretty huge file. I didn't even resize it in Microdem. So let's save it as TIFF file and load up in View. Create a new terrain and load our height map. But first, resize our terrain to about 49.6 and load now our height map. Choose File and hit Preview. So let's keep it about 60% and preview once again and hit OK. And we are good to go. So let's hit preview render to see how our terrain looks like. As you can see, its quality is terrible, but don't worry, we're gonna fix it. At least it's already terraced. So before we move on, let's resize our terrain. Let's set it to about 5 kilometers. So it's gonna have more natural size. And preview once again to see how it looks like. And we are good to go to export our terrain. So hit export terrain, set it to TGA file, and press OK. And should this file be saved as 16-bit altitude map, click yes. Okay, let's go into a World Machine and load up our terrain TGA and set our altitude scaling. Set it to specific range. If full range or natural, gonna create some awkward result. Set it to about 1000 meters. Now let's do some magic with the Erosion node. So here are my settings. We don't have time to go into details, but you can play around to get a nice erosion effect. We can also export flow, wear and deposition maps for material distribution inside View. And let's take a look at our project settings. Let's check if conserve memory to lower it down. Hit OK. And just click a build button to create our height maps. Now let's create a height output to export our height maps. I'm gonna save them as POV array TGA and head the right output to disk and click OK. Okay, we are ready to go back into view. Let's import our terrain. And hit preview. And click OK. And this is our terrain. Maybe our erosion was too strong, but that's not a problem. Let's resize it a bit and hit the preview render. And as you can see, we have a nice erosion going on. Let's load some atmosphere, adjust sun size, etc. The spherical mode global radiosity. And that's it. The rest is just fun, playing around with different options. Let's try another angle to see how it looks like from different view. So I think we are done here. And I will show you another version of this map, but using some simple material. So as you can see, all the erosion shapes. So this is scene of my world, you could see at the beginning of this tutorial. So I used the same technique, but added some materials and distributed them by flow map and the position. So the rest was just set up proper angle and render. And the final composition was done in Photoshop. So this scene is rendering with panoramic view option, That's why we have such a wide angle. If you want to know more about render settings and other details mentioned in this tutorial, feel free to contact me or leave a comment, and I will create another detailed tutorial. So that's it. I hope you found this one useful. So cheers and bye bye.